Hello, I am Rachel Elder, owner and therapist at Connected Couples Counseling, and today we are going to talk about the importance of setting a relationship vision. Sometimes I use the word vision and legacy interchangeably, but oftentimes in the work as a couples therapist, we have couples coming in and they are focused on something they want to eliminate, delete, remove from their relationship, whether it's a communication challenge, a conflict challenge, intimacy connection issue, but they don't always come in with the desire or the vision of what they want their relationship to be, how they want to feel in it, what they want it to look like. They focus on the problem area instead of that larger picture of we can work on that, but why are we working on it? What is it for? What are we trying to pursue? I was meeting with my own supervisor who I meet for couples consultation just to keep expanding on my work, getting that outside perspective other than my own to figure out how to best support my couples I work with. And she made this example about how, when we build a home, we don't just say like, oh, this is the problem area in this home, so this is what we want to do here. We set a blueprint. We set a scaffolding. We map it out. We map out what we want it to be so that we know what we need material-wise to build that home. We know time frame, what it's going to take to create that home. We figure out the financial support, the emotional support, the time support. We make a plan. And oftentimes, couples don't do that for their own relationship. They just say, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to have a poor sex life. I don't want to feel unheard. All super valid, all super real, but they don't really know what they want to build and create. There isn't a vision, or they don't come in leading with that. And it's gotten me thinking in my own work with couples how even I have skipped over that question. I have it in my periphery and it's swirling in my head, but I'm starting to integrate this question of what is the vision that you want for your relationship? What is it that we are creating and building and working towards? I'm totally on board with working through the communication, the conflict, the connection, but why? Why does it matter? Why is it important? What are we doing? What are we building and creating here? And I wanted to bring that to have you think about this idea as well. Do you have a relationship vision for your relationship, for your marriage, for your partnership? Do you have a legacy you want to create and build? When you guys are older, when you guys pass, what do you want people to say about your partnership, about your relationship? Do you want them to describe that you guys were strong and committed? You were in love, you were passionate, you were teammates, you worked well together. What is that vision that you want to work towards and create? We're so focused often in the immediate discomfort, pain, hurt, that we're not linking that experience to think about what can we create and develop. So that first question for you to think about, what's the relationship vision you want for yourself? I sometimes, walk people through this by helping them see what is the relationship currently like? How would you describe it? What are the characteristics, the personality? How does it feel? What's the experience like? What are the good parts of that, and what are the ugly or challenging bad parts of it? That's the piece that we want to pull apart. We want to keep working with the good parts. We want to move it forward in this relationship vision, but then we want to unpack the pain, the hurt, the challenging, the ugly, and create better systems, dynamics, ways of engaging with one another that connect to that relationship vision. Another way that I like to help couples walk through this relationship vision is by focusing on relationship values. Now, there are tons of values in the world, and we can like and want a lot of values. But each of us as humans have core values. I always call them the top 5 or top 10. But we each have a set of core values that drive us forward in life. They are how we know we feel alive or in alignment with our life pursuit, our life steps. They help us make decisions. And so we have them individually, but we also want to create relationship values. One way we do this is by breaking it down together. What values do you have that are similar? And what values do you know you want to build into your relationship? I always like to use the imagery of a family crest from the Renaissance times because I loved learning about the Renaissance in school. But this idea of if you had a family crest or a relationship crest, what symbols, what images, what words would be on it? It was normally 4 or 5 symbols. So what are those relationship values you hold in your partnership? That connects to the vision you want to create. Some of those values might be alive and fulfilled, but sometimes other areas are not. And so that is the work we are doing, is how to make those more alive in your partnership. So the whole point of this, I just want to challenge you to think about, do you have a relationship vision for yourself? If not, work on it, develop it. It's not something that is always fast-paced. Sometimes you're very clear, you have good insight, good instinct, and sometimes it takes a lot of reflection to think through. What is it that I want to create? What is it that I want to build? What's my perspective? What's my partner's? But I want to encourage you to sit down, the two of you, and talk about it. This is what I want for our relationship. This is what I want to build. This is what I want to live with you. What about you? What are your thoughts? Not react. You don't have to fully be on the same page. You don't have to fully agree, but be really curious. Why is this important to you? Why does this matter? Tell me about this. Where does this come from? Dig into understanding in a deeper way, and then you can create a plan together of how do we make this come to life. So that's your goal. That's the challenge, and I want you to start thinking about it. If you need some help with this, we've got 2 resources that pull in this concept of relationship vision. Our couples journal focuses on it, as well as our Keeping the Love Alive workbook. That's the very beginning of the workbook. You set that vision first to help you work through the communication conflict and connection challenges that are in the workbook. All right, questions, thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know what questions you have. And if you have a relationship vision, will you drop it below? I want to see it and affirm it. And I love when people can model this example for others. All right, see you next time.